I just finished reading a dictionary. What's up guys, I'm your teen librarian Gina, and on March 30th, the teens on our Discord server jokingly suggested telling me to read a dictionary for April Fool's Day. So I did what any reasonable, mature adult would do and created a fake Tell Me What to Read survey with a list of dictionaries for them to choose from for April Fool's Day. Then, again, being a reasonable, mature adult, I doubled down and actually read the book. The Official Dictionary of Sarcasm by James Napoli, which is an entire book of sarcasm, so for the most part entertaining. But it's also a dictionary, so reading it cover to cover was somewhat tedious. Although not as much as the Historical Dictionary of American Propaganda, which was the other dictionary to receive votes, and which I'm also reading incredibly slowly over like half a year because that one is dry. Anyway, the Dictionary of Sarcasm. The first thing to keep in mind is that this is not actually official. There was no peer review. The words and definitions were not decided on by a panel of experts. Quick side note, why yes, this video could also be titled A Few Tips on Verifying Your Sources. This book was written and produced, okay, you probably had some sort of agent or editor or something, by one man, claiming to be the executive vice president of the National Sarcasm Society, which is a defined term in the Urban Dictionary, not an actual organization. And yes, I checked. What does all of this mean? Don't use these definitions on your term paper. Even if you did, find the book in your library's reference section. Your otherwise all-knowing librarians are not completely infallible. If something seems fishy or just too good to be true, like being able to define the Mona Lisa as perhaps the world's most famous painting, Da Vinci's portrait of an unknown woman with an enigmatic half-grin, is such a big load of nothing that you cannot believe you wasted 3 hours of your visit to Paris just to get within 10 yards of it. Plus, it's like really small. What a rip. In your research, consider where the information is coming from and who's promoting it before deciding if your teacher or anyone else will accept it as truth. As for this book, I enjoyed it. It is all sarcasm, and I'm a fairly sarcastic person, so I had fun reading it and sharing my favorite definitions with others I thought would also appreciate them. But it is sarcasm, which is literally defined as the use of irony to mock or convey contempt, which means that not everyone is going to be comfortable reading this thing cover to cover. I wasn't comfortable reading every entry. There's also the fact that this is not a young adult book, so there is a decent amount of impolite language, and some of the entries include things that are entirely mockable, but may not be appropriate for younger readers. Reader's discretion is advised. If you're interested in checking out my favorite entries, A to Z, they are on our teen Discord server, so if you are between the ages of 13 and 17, please join us and check them out on our YouTube programming channel.